Hi, my name is Jen Harriman, and I am one of the 7 kindergarten teachers at Shoal Creek Elementary. And this video is to help you prepare for our back to school night. So, if this was a typical school year, we would be having a back to school night K-5 where all the families would come with the students. They would get to see their classroom, meet their teacher, and drop off all their supplies. So, this year we know it's going to look just a little different. We're going to make the best of it. So most of the things that we will do with families would be virtual, but we are very excited to let you know that this year, that in kindergarten only, we will get to have a face-to-face back-to-school night. So Mrs. Bowman, our principal, has sent you some information, and then we are going to make this little video just to help you kind of prepare, because each family is only going to get 15 minutes to drop off their supplies. It will be one family at a time, and we ask that it's just mom and dad and the kindergarten student. So we feel like if we can prepare you and do some things at home to prepare to come for that night, that you will have time to ask some questions or spend some more time getting to know your teacher, and also for the teacher to get to know the student. So I'm going to go over a few supply things that you can do ahead of time at home. This would also be a great time to include your kindergarten student and have them help you as well. So the first thing is, as you're in your supplies, is you're going to be using a pencil pouch. Okay, so this is kind of a boring pencil pouch. You can get a pencil pouch that has colors and designs and different things on it. We do like the pencil pouches that zip. You're going to open the pencil pouch. You're also going to want to put your name on it. That's very important. We label everything. So you're going to put your name on it. And this year we will not be sharing school supplies. We usually do community supplies, but since we are working on social distancing and staying in our areas, we're also going to keep our own supplies to ourselves. So in this pencil pouch, you're going to be opening your scissors and putting your child's name on the scissors and putting those in there. You are going to put one box of crayons. You're going to actually open them up. You're going to dump those inside. You're going to take 2 sharpened yellow pencils. We just like the yellow pencils. You can keep the novelty pencils at home. You're going to put 2 of those in there, and then you are going to zip up the pencil pouch. We also asked for glue. We don't really like the glue to be in the pencil pouch in case it spills. You can leave your kid's name off the glue bottle. We'll put them in boxes, and then we'll pass those out day 1. Another thing that we're asking for this year, if you can, is we would like each student to bring an individual small bottle of hand sanitizer. We really just want the original kind, but I know hand sanitizer can be kind of hard to find right now. So if you have to have the smelly kind or the kind from Bath and Body Works, that will also work. I think sometimes with the original, it's just better with the smell because it can bother certain kids, smells and different things like that. So if you can find the original, that would be great. You're going to want to make sure that if it has a seal on it, that it's opened, because that will be hard for the kindergartner. This will also need the child's name on it, and this will stay in your child's area where they're seated at. We have big bottles like this in the classroom. We will use the big bottles throughout the classroom, and the kids are welcome to those as well. We just felt like it would be easier if they had this at their desk. Since we're trying to work on social distancing and staying in our area, it would be great if they just had these, if they just needed to, clean their hands. And then once they run out or running low, we will fill them up. We also will be promoting hand washing. That's really the best way to keep your hands clean. Some of us have sinks in our classroom, and then those that do not have sinks in their classrooms or a bathroom, they will be able to use the bathroom down the hallway for hand washing. And now the other supplies I'm going to show you, they don't need a name on them. So we asked for a couple of notebooks. We just really want plain colored notebooks. You do not need to write your child's name on them. These are the folders that we like. We like them in primary colors. And if all you can find is one of those colors, that's fine. If you can find the different ones, that would be great too. We like them to have brads and pockets. So they look like this. You do not need to put your child's name on those as well. You will also be bringing some headphones. I forgot to mention this. The headphones need to be out of the packaging, and they also need to have your child's name on those. And those will just stay at your child's desk area, and then we will put those away at a later time. You will also need to bring some Kleenexes. You do not need to put the names on those as well either. And then a couple of things that I'm going to go over next are just some things that are a little bit different this year. This year is really about giving grace, and it's really about helping your child become independent. Being independent in kindergarten helps promote their self-confidence and their self-esteem, and they get very excited when they see that they can do things on their own. So a lot of this is going to be, in their area at their desk. So if they're feeling that they can be successful, then it just sets them up for a better day. One of the things I want to talk about real quick are shoes. So we really just want the kindergartners wearing tennis shoes. We will be going to recess. We're excited about that. We will show social distance at recess. Each classroom will have its own area. And so we've got some structures out there that it's just best if you have tennis shoes on. Now, in the world of kindergarten, tying tennis shoes can be kind of challenging. So the teacher is there to help, but the teacher is also going to have to keep her distance as well. So if your child struggles with tying their shoes, it might be a great idea to start practicing a little bit on that. And if it's still hard for them, it might also be good to look at a different type of tennis shoe that doesn't actually have laces. You don't want the laces dragging on the ground. Sometimes they like to put their laces in their mouth, and then they're touching their hands and then trying to tie them, and then we're trying to tie them. So, if we have 20 kids, that's 40 different laces that we're trying to tie. So if it is hard for your kid to tie their shoelaces, you might want to think of a little alternative to the tennis shoes that have laces in them. Just a thought to think about. The last two things I'm going to go over are our snack. So we have a daily snack in kindergarten. We eat lunch about 11-ish, and then we'll have a snack in the afternoon. So your child will need to bring a daily snack each day, and unfortunately, the teachers will not have snack for the kids, so it will be important that you remember this. This can be a job that your child does. They can pack up their snack in the morning or at night and put it in their backpack, or if you're like me and sometimes you forget, we pack ours up on Sunday night and put 5 in the bag. This is very important. You will want to keep your snack separate from your child's lunch if they're bringing a lunch from home. If not, they will be eating their snack at lunchtime because they get confused and they don't understand. So here are some examples of how you can bring your snack. You can bring it in a baggie. You can bring them prepackaged. If they have a hard time opening them, we teach them how to use their scissors. This would also be something you can work at home for the next couple of weeks. Granola bars are great too. You can bring like the squeezable applesauces. You can also bring snack in containers. Just make sure it's a container that your kindergartner can open, and please no glass. And then make sure it's a healthy snack. We had some friends that like to bring candy and different things, and we're not going to be able to do that. So it needs to be something that's going to fill them up, that they enjoy, but also something that's healthy for them as well too. And remember, the main thing here is to send something that's easy for them to open and get into so that they feel good about themselves. And then the last thing I'm going to go over is water bottles. So this is new for kindergarten. Typically at Shoal Creek, water bottles are 1st through 5th grade. The fountains are going to be closed as far as for actually drinking out of them. They will be open to fill up water bottles, and we have a new feature on some of our fountains that you can actually get the water from up at the top, where you actually just put a water bottle. So I want to go over a couple of things about good kindergarten water bottles to use. So you're going to want to try to find a water bottle that either has a pull top or like a flip top. So I want to show you a couple examples. This would be a good one, like this. Make sure that it's one that they can get open though on their own. That's another working on independence. This would be a good one as well. It's another pull top. And then this one is one that pulls up like this again. So just make sure it's something that they can open. As you can kind of see the different sizes here, you'll want a decent sized water bottle. We will allow them to fill them up, but you want something that's going to last. This would be an example of a not good water bottle for kindergarten. It's very hard to open, and then if this spills, it's going to make a big mess. And then this last one would also be an example of one that would not be good for kindergarten. This is more of a mom and dad water cup, water bottle type thing. Also, I know this sounds a little silly, but you also want to think about water bottles that don't sweat, because they just make a big mess all over their area. And we're going to be setting at desks this year, so they're not going to have a lot of room like they typically do at a table. So we don't want all of their work and things to get wet. So it would just be great if you could bring a water bottle like one of the examples. And then the last thing you're going to need to bring is a beach towel. You'll want to make sure your child's name is on there. The beach towel will be used for different activities. Please no blankets, no pillows, and no stuffed animals. And then the beach towel will stay in your child's backpack, and then it will travel back and forth nightly in case you want to change it out or wash it. Just make sure that it's in there every night, because we don't have anything for them to use, and we don't want them to have to be on the carpet without something down. So I think that's about all I have for tonight. Thank you for taking the time to listen to our video. And the kindergarten team at Shoal Creek looks forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. Enjoy what's left of your summer vacation. See you soon.